a space like this today was very amazing, but more than anything, it was inspiring. It just reminded me that it's not only me who goes through all these challenges that women go through. And it just reminded me that we all face the same challenges, and it was just a platform, for women to come together and more than anything re-energize, refocus, re-strengthen ourselves, and to deal with all the difficulties that we face actually. And more than anything, it was to also congratulate the women of 1956 for their strength, for their hard work, but also to learn from them, but more than anything to show them that we're the younger generation, we're willing to do this thing, and how can you help us to ensure that we carry on and make a difference. And these are platforms where we can actually speak to one another, because more often than not we've been put in situations or platforms that are led by men, and then women are just an extra piece. So situations like this and platforms like this allow for us to think together, to be able to speak out without fear nor favor, and to be able to feel important, because more than anything, that's what women have always been seeking: importance and feeling like our voices are heard. So platforms like this allow for such engagements and opportunities. The one thing right now is respecting women's dignity. Now I'm speaking about sanitary towels. We preach that because it is the most painful thing to see someone going through their cycle and not being able to afford something. It's not something as simple, but a sanitary towel. You don't understand how undignified that feels. You can't speak to anybody about it. So I think more than anything, how do we close that gap? We still have to pay for these things, which is a very big problem, but how do we close that gap? Those who can't afford, how do we help them? And even those who can afford, how do we level it out? How do we ensure that they are accessible to us? Many a time, women wallow up in the pain and how difficult it is to make things work. But my message to whoever hears this or sees this, and to myself, it's do not stop. You will be shaken, you will be tested, but do not stop. Make a difference, and do not let people dictate to you what you can and cannot do, who you are and who you're not. And that's my message to people who hear this.